Hello, good people. This is Sam here at She Does the Most. And no, you do not need to adjust your cameras. You are seeing this correctly. We will be doing our spread today in this cartoony black and white theme as we do the monthly spread for April. April Fools, we are not going to have to look at that for much longer because that would be highly annoying to try to do this in black and white and in that cartoon filter. So here I have these pack of really colorful religious stickers from the Dollar Tree, and we will be laying down this spread today. So I am first going to use these wood grain transfer sheets, and I have used this transfer sheet in January. I think it was one of the first spreads that I have done, and I can either link it in the description box or pin it in the chat. But the method is, very similar to all these transfers. So I have this sped up a little bit so that you don't have to painstakingly watch me necessarily cut through and rub on each one of these pieces. But I have two of this medium brown. In January, I laid down the dark brown, and I think I still have like a whitewashed wood transfer that I will be using at some point in the future. So here I'm just roughly measuring it out. It's not exact, and I am going to use this scraping tool that I have from my silhouette and just rub on this transfer. You can use anything hard. You can use a credit card, anything that's going to get a good rub onto this. And you just want to scrape very vigorously. And this does deposit onto the paper really nicely. And so I thoroughly enjoyed using these wood grains. Not only are they gorgeous because I love everything with wood grain, but they are really easy to work with. They're very forgiving if you have any sort of mistakes. I am measuring out that side panel because, like I mentioned, I have two of these sheets, but I was trying to be really cheap. Like, I was really trying to save that $1.25, and if I didn't have to use two for this, then I wasn't going to. So I tried to measure it out as well as possible to only use one pack, and it really worked out great. Here I have a scrap piece of sticker paper underneath because the transfer was not cut exactly to the shape of my paper, and this will deposit on your surface as well, and it's going to be really difficult to get up. So just be careful with that if you are using one of these. So here on the side, I was going to fill the entire side panel with this wood transfer, but I didn't have enough to run the entire length, and like I said, I didn't want to use a new pack. So I decided just to kind of center this in the middle and use the flowers on the top and the bottom. So the flowers that I'm using for this, like I mentioned, is a religious pack. If you wanted to just use the flowers and not all of the other things, it would, be very fitting for April. But I felt as though the entire pack was really good to use for this April monthly spread because it is, Easter time. And that would just work out really well for the theme of the month. So here you see I am breaking into these stickers, and I am just trying to situate it to where you can't see like the straight line of the wood transfer, and just filling up the top and the bottom with these flowers to the best of my ability. So for this month, let's see. By the end of the month, everything just ends up packing up with plans. But so far, it's looking like this month is not going to be as doctor appointment heavy. And I don't want to jinx myself in case something goes wrong, but as Man gets bigger, his doctor's appointments are finally being stretched out a little further apart. And when I say that, I mean like every 6 to 8 weeks as opposed to every 3 to 4 weeks. So there are some months that we're not seeing every specialist. So for March, we saw GI. And then I think the way it falls, we don't see GI again until September 1st. So that is exciting for me because this will be the first time where it's not jam-packed 2 to 3 appointments every week since the beginning of the year. Last month was kind of heavy as well because both girls, Delilah had 2 doctor's appointments, Olive had 1, and so this month Olive just has the dentist, and then that's it for my bio kids doctor's appointments until June. So that's really fortunate and really good that I'm kind of just over this hump, this massive doctor appointment humps. So maybe I can start scheduling some things for myself, all the annual exams and the dentist, that would be nice to be able to take some time and, just focus on my own health at this point. So they have some nice sayings in this sticker pack as well. And so I added those to the side just to fill up some space. Sometimes I do use this side panel just to write in overarching things that I have to do for the month, but I'm not going to do it for this month. We do have spring break. Yeah, we have spring break scheduled this month, so that is fun and exciting because not only is Olive out of school, but I am out of work if I choose to be for a little bit. So there are still some things I have to work on, like lesson plans and setting up camps for some of the kiddos for the summer, some of my STEM kids. But other than that, it'll just be computer work, and I don't actually have to perform any labs or teach any classes. So that will be a nice welcome break from that as well. So here I have a lot of florals left over, a lot of these little ones. So I'm just deciding to sprinkle them throughout. Normally I take washi tape and run it at the bottom of each week, but I'm not going to do that one this week. This month. This one can just look a little different and have these little flowers sprinkled throughout. So there are some birthdays this month. No parties, I don't believe. But my mom's birthday is this month, and my favorite aunt's birthday is this month. So that is very exciting. I'm always thankful to be able to spend another year with them, because It's not guaranteed, so I will just cherish the time that I'm able to have with them. Sorry, my voice, I feel like it's going. It's kind of late, around 10 o'clock as I'm recording this, so I'm trying not to be too loud while being a little exhausted and not trying to wake the children up. If you hear any beeping, that's probably little man's pulse ox going off, but I will push through the recording. So this is the completed spread. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
The city, baby, and us in Texas, 'cause you want